technically speaking, I have glass blowing. If he has a lot of time, we can make a fire or stuff like that.
Well,
But
that's a week of work. I mean, that's a big deal to
yeah,
take care
yeah.
of all this sand, and also the
I did take Itasha's bag, but I don't know how suited it is for. I put mine in Itasha's bag,
oh,
my
I see.
sand.
Well, you could fill it
And
full of all that sand and ruin all of her things. You go right ahead. So,
I did pick it up. I
I
picked
mean, come
her
on, there are
stuff.
sacred teeth and shit like that in there. I mean,
Put that sand upon. Yeah, put that sand, especially that sand, on top of it, please.
I have no idea of that. I mean, really, I'm sincerely, well, I guess I'm hoping
I
Itasha is
know.
here. But
okay.
I wonder if Farid really knows that she's here. I mean, it's probably kind of
Okay,
more like
so so as you are talking to Had and trying to get the sand a little bit better arranged for carrying, what you are, I just want to review just for a moment that Had is being ordinarily curious about this incredibly dangerous situation he was just in. He has a personal stake in what's going on, so he's he hasn't, in my opinion, as a member of the table, I don't think he's said anything particularly sinister or off
no,
base. Right. So
I agree.
that's his. Okay. So I'm not quite sure about the impression I was giving.
No,
So
and
yeah.
I also want to make clear I'm not like it's not like I'm holding aside from Itasha,
Right.
which I
Right.
was holding for
Right.
myself. But that's about anything else. I'm not holding. I'm not
Right.
going to the specific of what name the lady is and
Right. Well,
what I think she's
he
related.
will say, well, as we go along, I'm going to be really interested on how you actually got this stuff, because it looks like it was a lot more complicated than just finding a little patch of it and digging it up. So, uh, and and if you'll forgive me, your personal the whatever about this is personal for you. It's a lot of other people's business right now. So, just a friendly bit of information from your traveling companion. So he is, and now he's getting ready to move on.
I say, well, let's make a deal. I will tell you. You seem pretty good at patching up people. So if you take the few moments to give me a hand with my, cuts and bruises and stuff, I will tell you the tale of how we got the scent.
Oh, he is most interested in this. About this time, I think Athasha has managed to get in the sun and has managed to get her rights going that you talked about, right? With your tattoo, you have sped up your healing, and you are probably right about this time able to tune in with your little bat ears on everything. Right about now, I would say. So, Sam, you were supposed to jump in whenever you wanted. You weren't supposed to be waiting.
Oh, okay. I didn't know I was supposed to just jump in.
No, you weren't supposed waiting for me
interested.
to do this with my little conductor's baton. I mean, come on, speak up.
We were
I'm
so
used to that.
fascinated.
Yeah.
Well, I was very interested, but I was wondering if, because I was thinking that it would be most likely that me and Akuma would have been traveling at the night, and I wanted to ask, because what I was picturing Vefsuk doing, if it is nighttime, is looking up at one of these, these scouts that are suddenly revealing themselves, and in this moment of kind of horror at what may be her death, because there's more of them and they have javelins and bows, I think she's looking like past the scout at the stars, and I think she's thinking like, should I run? And she wants the stars to tell her. So I want to use astrology.
Ooh, I get to roll that one.
Yes, you do. So I have what do I have? I think I have a 32.
I'm going to have to review some rules for something. in a minute.
Okay.
But at this time, the stars are in your favor. The stars
Okay.
are identifying the current events as a turn of good luck and opportunity for you.
Oh. Okay.
The stars are basically, you look up and you're like, oh, stars, thanks a lot. I bet it's going to be a real disaster when I look up there, and you're like, wait, it's not a disaster.
Okay.
Oh, the moon is there.
All right.
Oh, wow. Huh, that means this is good.
Oh shit. Okay. Wow. This really is interesting. Okay. So I guess Vefselk, seeing that the stars are in her favor, I guess instead of running or giving Akhmev some kind of signal that maybe they've talked about to run and
Right.
turn into snakes and burrow, which was I was assuming I was going to do. I feel like she has so much faith in the stars that she hails these scouts.
Right.
And she says like something kind of silly, like, "What news do you bring?"
Right.
As if they're coming to help her on her journey. Yeah.
All right. I think, wait till Helmut gets back. Okay, so Sam has said that Vefselk is actually greeting them, and asking for news.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so
Jesus.
The ones that are there on the shelf, the two of them, and one of those is the guy from the Ant Clan.
Yeah.
The other one says, Vefselk, we how am I going to put it? We do bring news. It is the news of your elevation and your elevation, your heightened respect among the people of the Jackal. We trust, says, and this one says this a little threateningly. We trust your travels. The tales of your travels will interest all of us. On the other hand, the guy from the Ant Clan actually jumps down to your level and comes up to you. You recognize him. He's a second cousin of yours or something like that. And
Right.
And he will actually nod toward Ovmek and say, companion of Veselk, I welcome you in the Jackal's name. So it's actually fairly formal. You don't say that, without meaning it.
Right. Okay.
So they've sort of cornered you, but on the other hand, with that, they're ready to talk, and only the one who spoke first, the two on top of the pillars, they visibly relax.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
in human terms, you wouldn't see anything different.
Right.
You see them visibly, completely, go non-vigilant.
Right. Okay. Okay.
We're just sitting on. We're just before they're like, we're on top of the rocks. We have the high ground, and they're like, oh, I'm on top of the rock.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't be?
Okay.
Right. Rocks are nice.
Right. Okay. Well, I think she's gonna look at the, this person that she's related to more closely, who I think she would trust, and look into their eyes like, are you without saying it, because obviously she's not going to say, are you here to hurt me?
Right.
And she thinks they're not because what the stars said, but the star said this, and then there's this hint of violence in that other person's voice. So she looks into this person's eyes with that like.
And he says, we have the chance for the spider, the people of the spider, to be honored. We really have the chance. Sisavel is, and well, he's not going to refer to Sisavel. He's going to say, the elders favor this journey you have taken. We know that you have been to the place of the sands. We know. Oh, he shakes his head and he says, we hardly dared. I mean, only one of us dared to go that far. I don't know how you did it. Where is the what's the name of the Grevsel? What's the name of a draver?
Oh, I think I have this written down.
Yeah, I have it written. Ah, right, Graltheth. Yeah, Gralthethka. Says the Gralthethka. Did he get the sands? Is he with you? What happened? And the rest, even including the first guy, the rest are like almost sitting down, like cross-legged. They're fascinated. They're like, this is amazing.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. I think she says, will this information set me free? To them.
Okay.
And she's got her hand on her.
Right.
Like there's something that she can pull that'll just make her clothes all fall off of her, so she can transform and get the fuck out.
Right.
So she's got her hand on that, which is they would all recognize that.
No, absolutely.
She's saying this, or she's gonna fuck off.
Right. And Avmek, sees this as well and kind of braces a little bit. And the others, they'll all assure you that you are a free woman. You are, if this man is important to you, we have welcomed him. You may proceed as you wish. With what you have accomplished already, you can make terms with the elders. If you can provide or give us guide to the sands themselves, then you can set those terms.
Okay.
And your cousin looks at you and either indicates with his body or says one special ritual word, which means please.
Right. Oh, okay. Oh my God. Okay. Well, she really doesn't want to go back to that place and talk to the elders, so I guess she would say, she would say, what if I disappeared and you found the sands yourselves? To them. Basically offering them, I'll tell you where the sands are, just let me leave, and you lost me somewhere in the desert.
Or I could speak for you to them. And
yes,
the others look at each other and say, and we, the leader says, and we witness.